guys, how are you doing? So basically I am packing right now for my trip to Portugal.
Lisbon, Portugal.
I'm going there for this weekend for my birthday trip. My sister is already there because she's on a business trip there. So I am tagging along and doing some last minute packing because my flight is tomorrow and I haven't really started. It's almost been 1 year since I've moved to Switzerland, which is mind-boggling to me. Obviously, there are good, bad, ugly in anywhere you live. I just thought I would share my personal experience, starting off with the things I don't like about it. This first one, I don't think it really applies to too many people out there, but I don't like that Switzerland does not have easy access to Korean groceries. And yes, there are a couple Asian marts out there, but they don't have everything. It's definitely not like America. There's a lot of ingredients that they don't import here. And so it's just like these little things that I really miss about home that I could have easily gotten in, let's say, America that are no longer an option for me. Number two is kind of in the same vein, which is the fact that it's so difficult to order anything online that is not from Switzerland. What I mean by that is you have to pay like a tariff or like a VAT fee if you're ordering anything above 65 francs from outside of Switzerland. If you wanted to use like Amazon, get your furniture from France, buy some clothes from America, whatever, you're gonna have to pay a pretty significant tax. And I learned this the hard way when I ordered, for instance, this console table here. This console table, I cannot talk. This console table here, I ordered this off of their Swiss site, so it did end in .ch, so I thought it was a Swiss website, but I was wrong, it was actually French. And I got a post mail a few days after I received this, basically being like, hey, you owe us 100 francs of taxes. This third one I think is very applicable to my current situation, and it is that ACs are not prevalent here, and it is so freaking hot right now. It's been reaching like easily 90 degrees every single day, and last night I actually barely got any sleep because I was so hot. ACs are not a thing here. It's very sustainable, I will say, and I've got my fan on in the background. So there are ways around certain things, but there's nothing like cold air from an AC that just cools down your home. This building is apparently run on Minergy. I don't think it works, but it's like one of these newer technologies that help cool down your home a little bit more environmentally friendly. Like I get very hot. Same thing with the winter. The heating system is on the floor. So basically if you turn up the heat, it's gonna warm the floor, which in theory makes sense because that's how like boiler systems work in Korea, for instance, but it doesn't get that hot. Like you'll touch it and it'll be like, oh, it just feels like someone sat here for a little bit, you know, like that kind of lukewarm warmth. So both for summer and winter doesn't really do the cooling or the heating that I'm wanting. The fourth thing I don't like about living in Switzerland, auto payment setup is kind of difficult for paying for anything that's recurring. I have something set up for it, but it's not like America where you can literally just forget about it and it'll just auto pay out of your bank. Here, it's like they put it into your to-do payment actions within your bank app, and then you have to click it, say pay. So there's always an action you have to take every month or whatever, whenever you have your recurring payments in order to pay for things. That might be a good thing in the long run, I suppose, if you're keeping track of your expenses, but it's a little annoying sometimes, personally speaking. Last but not least, I think this one is a little contentious. Customer service here isn't really that great. What I mean by that, it's not very convenient. Anything that you want, let's say calling your bank because of some issue, or like calling repairs or whatever, they're only available Monday through Friday from traditional work hours, like 9 to 5. And so if you are an office worker like myself and you don't really have time to leave the office to make these appointments, or let's say like something breaks over the weekend and you want to call, they will not pick up. They will not answer or do anything until it's like Monday during work hours. So for me, the slowness to get customer satisfaction, which I'm sure in turn helps quality of life for those workers, makes it a little bit more inconvenient on the end user side. I know I sound very conceited when I say these things, but it is what it is. And this one's a bonus one. I definitely miss those big mega marts that are so prevalent in America, such as Walmart, Target, Costco, what have you. Literally, it's like, I'm looking for batteries, I'm looking for groceries, I'm looking for clothes, I'm looking for back to school supplies. Anything is like all in that mart. You know where to go. That store has everything. There is no equivalent to that here in Switzerland. I think the closest thing is probably like Cope City, but even then, like, they have very limited supplies and not everything that I just mentioned. Again, I think it goes in with like the convenience factor. A lot of things here are a little more analog than in America, which I think is kind of surprising. With the perception I had of Switzerland being like this rich country, they do a lot of things slow, or they choose to do it in a more slow, like you have to send snail mail in order to do certain things that could easily be done by filling out like an online form. These things that are a little bit more slow or outdated, if you will, that I find kind of 답답해, which is Korean, and I'm trying to look for the word in English. I feel frustrated from my impatience. Something like that, I guess, is the definition of 답답. Anyway, oh, you know what? I also forgot to mention, I don't have the statistics with me right now. I think Switzerland is pretty homogenous in the fact that most people who live here are white. Obviously not everyone here, but because of that, there is mild, ignorant racism that happens. I think surprisingly more than I expected. They're not really meaning harm, but I don't know. I guess they just don't know how to treat Asians because they're not around that many Asians. I always get like, are you from China? Ni hao. Konnichiwa, all the time here. And I really mean all the time. As soon as you start one conversation with someone, the next question they always ask is, are you Chinese? So that's also something. And I think because America is a little bit more of a melting pot of cultures, that might be the case. So yeah, those are the 5-ish, 6, I actually lost count, things that I realized after a year of living in Switzerland that are taking me a while to get used to, no doubt. I will definitely post another video talking about the things I love about Switzerland, because not everything is bad. Yeah, I just wanted to create this as a little bit of fun video. Hope it doesn't offend anyone. And these opinions are solely my own. Thanks for watching. Bye. I like barely got any packing done.